Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell. Thank you.
In this part naman, ang pag-uusapan naman natin ay ang geometric series or yung sum ng geometric sequence. Geometric series yung tawag natin sa sum ng geometric sequence. So, ano ba ang ginagawa natin in getting the sum? So, ang ginagawa lang natin, ina-add lang natin yung mga sequence or kung ilang sequence yung ipinapa-add sa atin nung problem. Okay. So, meron tayong tinatawag na finite sequence and infinite sequence or finite geometric sequence and infinite geometric sequence. So, possible ba na makuha natin yung sum ng finite and infinite geometric sequence? Okay, so yung una nating pag-uusapan muna ay yung sum ng finite geometric sequence o yung mga sequence na meron lang hinihinging term kung ilan lang yung pinapa-add nila. Okay, let's say for example, in this example number 1, find the sum of the first 8 terms of the geometric sequence 1, 3, 9, 27. So that will, para lang siyang 1 plus 3 plus 9 plus 27 plus 81, etc. Okay. So una natin gawin ay hanapin muna natin yung common ratio. So yung common ratio natin ay pwede tayong mag-divide any part ng term. So ito na lang yung i-divide nating dalawa. So 3 divided by 1 is 3. So alam natin na ang common ratio natin ay 3. Yun yung R natin. So, meron din tayong formula na sinusunod in finding the sum of geometric sequence. Ano yon? So, here it is. S sub n equals a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1 over r minus 1. Ayan. So, yan yung sinusunod nating formula in finding the sum of geometric sequence. Okay, where S sub n is the sum of the terms, kung pang ilang term siya, kuwari S, since dito 8 terms, so S sub 8, yung A sub 1 is the first term, R is the common ratio, N is the total number ng terms na pinag-a-add natin, minus 1 divided by yung R ulit, which is common ratio, minus 1. So, yung problem natin ay find the sum of the first 8 terms of the geometric sequence 1, 3, 9, 27, etc. Okay, so since we're looking for the sum of the 8 terms, n will be equal to 8. So, lahat ng n, papalitan natin ng 8. So, S sub 8 equals, yung A sub 1 natin is 1, times, yung common ratio natin is 3, raised to n, ang n natin ay 8, minus 1, over, yung common ratio natin ay 3, minus 1. Ayan. So, S sub 8 is equal to 1. 3 raised to 8 is 6,561. 6,561 minus 1 divided by 3 minus 1 is 2. So, S sub 8 is equal to 1 times 6,561 minus 1 is 6,560 divided by 2. So, S sub 8 is equal to 1 times 6,560 divided by 2 is 3,280. So, 3,280. So, S sub 8 is equal to 1 times 3,280, which is equal to 3,280 pa din. So, yun yung sum ng kanyang first 8 terms ng ating finite geometric sequence. So, sa video naman na to, ang pag-uusapan natin ay ang infinite geometric sequence or infinite geometric series. Okay. So, that means hahanapin natin yung infinite sum, ay yung sum ng infinite geometric sequence. Is it possible ba to get the sum of infinite geometric sequence or infinite geometric series? Yes. As long as, again, may condition tayo. As long as your common ratio must be greater than -1 but less than 1. So kapag ang common ratio natin ay greater than -1 but less than 1, that means pwede natin kuhanin ang kanyang infinite geometric series. Okay. Ano-ano ba yung mga numbers na greater than -1 but less than 1 aside kay 0? So alam naman natin 0 is greater than -1 but less than 1. Ano pa? 1/2, 1/4, 1/5, -1/2, -1/4. So lahat ng fraction, either positive or negative, na common ratio ay considered na less than -1 greater than -1 but less than 1. That means kapag ganun yung case natin, we will be able to get the sum of geometric sequence. So bago tayo mag-start doon, introduce ko muna yung formula niya. So S is equal to A sub 1 over 1 minus R. Ayan. A sub 1 over 1 minus R, where S is the sum of the infinite geometric series. A sub 1 is the first term. 1 divided by 1 minus R is the common ratio. Okay, so let's have example. Example number 1. We have 1/2, 1/4, 1/8, 1/16, and so on. Okay, hanapin daw natin yung sum ng kanyang infinite sequence. So, alam naman natin na ang A sub 1 ay yung unang number na written. So, that's 1/2. Okay, sa sequence natin. That means ang hinahanap na lang natin ay common ratios. And then we will be able to get the common ratio by dividing the succeeding term to the previous term. So, meron tayong 1/4. I-divide natin kay 1/2. Ito yung ginamit ko, itong dalawa na yan. So, 1/4 times, get nyo yung reciprocal ng 1/2, which is 2 over 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 4 times 1 is 4. And then, simplify nyo lang further. So, it will become 1/2. Kasi that is the simplest form. So, alam na natin na ang common ratio natin ay 1/2. So, we can now substitute it on our formula. So, gawin lang natin ay S is equal to A sub 1 is 1/2. A sub 1 is 1/2 all over 1 minus, yung common ratio natin ay 1/2. S is equal to 1/2. So, gagawin natin, minus lang natin yung 1 kay 1/2. So, ikuhanin natin yung LCD nila. That is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1 times 1. 2 divided by 1, may 1 yan automatic. 2 divided by 1 is 2 times 1 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1 times 1 is 1. So, S is equal to 1/2. 2 minus 1 is 1 over 2, which is equal to 1/2 times 2 over 1. Since division siya, 1/2 divided by 1/2 siya, kunin lang natin reciprocal nun, tsaka natin i-multiply. So, 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So, yun yung sum ng kanyang infinite sequence. Example number 2. Example number 2. So, we have 8, -2, 1/2, -1/8, and so on. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is to get the common ratio. So, pwede nating i-divide ito dito. So, ang gagawin ko lang ay -2 divided by 8 is equal to, simplify lang natin, kasi hindi naman sila pwedeng i-divide, -1 over 4. So, ang common ratio natin ay -1/4. Substituting it to the formula, so we have S equals A sub 1 over 1 minus R. S is equal to the first term is 8. 1 minus -1/4. Okay. S is equal to 8 divided by 1 minus 1/4 is 1 plus 1/4. So, S is equal to 8 over, yung kanilang LCD ay 4. 4 divided by 1 is 4 times 1 is 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1 times 1 is 1. So 4 plus 1. That will give us 8 over 4 plus 1 is 5 over 4, which is equal to 8. Get lang natin yung reciprocal nun, times, that's 4 over 5. 8 times 4 is 32 over 5. So, 32 over 5 yung sum ng kanyang infinite geometric sequence. Okay, so magkaroon naman tayo ng worded problem regarding infinite geometric sequence. So, ang infinite geometric sequence, if you are familiar with the pendulum, yun yung na application ng infinite geometric sequence. Yung pendulum, yun yung parang sa clock, sa wall clock, yung nag-travel side by side. So, that's what we call pendulum. Or, ito yun naman din yung pag ginalaw mo siya, hahayaan mo lang siyang huminto ulit. Tapos, i-measure mo kung gaano siya katagal huminto. Okay. So, dito, sa infinite geometric sequence na to, basahin natin yung problem. On the first swing, the length of the arc through which a pendulum swings is 20 decimeter. The length of each successive swing is 2/3 of the preceding swing. If find the total distance it has traveled, nagiging 2/3 na lang ng original length. So, yung 2/3 naman natin ay yung ating common ratio. Since alam na natin yung common ratio and the a sub 1, so lagay natin dito. A sub 1 is equal to 20 decimeter and the common ratio is simply 2/3. Substitute na natin siya dun sa formula natin which is S is equal to A sub 1 over 1 minus R. So, kunin muna natin yung 1 minus 2/3. So, that will give us 20 over, so yung LCD nila ay 3. 3 divided by 1 is 3 times 1 is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. So, S is equal to 20 divided by